Welcome to Mid Morning Live. I'm Diane Mohammed, and we talk about health, beauty, fashion, entertainment. Today we're talking about our environment. So I want to thank my clothing sponsors, Live Boutique at 28 Dumfries Road, Laramie, and of course Cornelia Street, Woodbrook, Port of Spain, and of course Shelley from Hair Club, who gave me this fantastic highlight. Shelley, thank you so much. Located right here in Chaguanas. And joining me on set, two environmentalists, and this is an NGO recently formed. So we have Kishan Ramcharan and Kristopher Rattansingh. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having us.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So we're talking conservation, and we see lots happening in the environment. And this is a new group, just 6 months old, you said.
Yeah.
Tell us why we need to have a group like this.
We saw that there was not much education, if any, about wildlife, the environment. And we wanted to be part of the educational process for people. We wanted people to learn about the environment, wildlife, why they're important to the environment and to us, the importance of biodiversity, and the importance of their actions on everything else around us.
Because it's a food chain. When you destroy one part of it, another part is being destroyed without even realizing it.
Well, it's the whole cycle, the food cycle.
Right. And we recently saw that bees were becoming less and less.
They were being threatened as well.
Yes, and then I find I don't see as many butterflies in my garden.
With everything, there's a domino effect, a downstream effect.
Right.
So that's why
that's the kind of awareness you want people to know, that we are affecting ourselves, not just the animals.
Exactly.
And you were saying something very interesting just now. The minute you see something in your house.
Yeah. Well, we've been looking at the trend, and we have a lot of instances where animals have been showing up in people's households, in government agencies, and in buildings, and so on. And the case is, a lot of people don't know how to handle it. And the first thing that you would do is run for a cutlass, or you'd run for some piece of wood or stick, right? Or high heel shoes in some cases, to kill this animal, because out of fear, and they don't know how to properly handle it. So what we are about as part of the consensus for our group is trying to help relocate animals properly and safely to the environment that they belong to, which may be swamps or forests, reserves, wildlife sanctuaries.
So you offer a free service?
This is a free service. It's volunteer. And we see the need for it because we've been seeing a lot of Facebook posts on the social media, you could say, where after it's killed, then somebody would post up a picture. Well, what's this? I just found it in my house, but it's already dead.
We actually got that just this morning. Someone saw a very, very harmless snake, a snake that wouldn't even bite you.
Yeah.
And they didn't know what it is, so they killed it. And then messaged asked, well, what is this? What does it do? Is it venomous?
And Trinidad has a culture. Well, a lot of countries have a culture where the only good snake is a dead snake.
Oh, okay.
And we have venomous snakes, yes we do, but in not that greater amount in species. We just have 4, which are the 2 types of coral snakes. Right, and we actually have a specimen right here too.
So those are this is one?
This is one large coral snake. And this was retrieved in Lancashire.
Large coral snake.
And this was actually roadkill.
Yeah.
But it's a bright color, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Well, during the preservation process, this one deteriorated a little.
Yeah, it's normally yellow.
No, our coral snakes are red, white, and black.
Oh, they're very patriotic, red, white, and black,
yeah.
So they lost the red in it. So it's white and black in the bottle, but it's actually, you will see, so a colorful snake is one to fit.
Well,
no,
not necessarily.
Because we have some very, very colorful snakes.
That, I think Mr. Mead told us that it's just 4 snakes that are poisonous.
Yeah.
And venomous, not poisonous, venomous.
This is why education is important. So if we do come across snakes like these that are venomous, we will do an educational video on it to sensitize on how to identify it properly by colors and bands and shape, length, that sort of thing. So when these videos go viral, it's a good thing because everybody is seeing it now, and they have no excuse now to say, well, I don't know what snake it was and that kind of thing.
Yeah, because you need your garden snakes for
they all serve a
pest
purpose.
control.
Yeah.
People don't understand how important snakes are to us. And I think that is what also pushes us with the snakes. When you get to understand how important these snakes are to us and how important they are to pest control, people understand and they know, well, you know what, let's just leave this because it's helping me.
Yeah.
It's helping my family, it's helping my children.
And for example, we have a lot of cases where rainbow boas have been killed, mixed up as a mapipi snake, and this is actually a constrictor, and these rainbow boas control the rat population. And if you look at these statistics, I think leptospirosis from these rats do more damage than you hear
any-
people dying from snakes.
Yes, you really don't ever hear anybody dying from a snake bite.
Yeah. So, you know, if you offset the balance of snakes, obviously you'd have an increase in all these different types of pests that we have in our country. So this is why
I must say
conservation is
the
needed.
manikou that's eaten my fruits, I did not try to kill him.
Right.
And I lost a whole crop of pomerancs already, so
Oh boy.
one full crop, they got it before it even got big. They didn't even start to turn pink, they got it, but that's okay.
Well, as you mentioned, the manikou, think about it like this. If there's a fruit tree in the forest is made up of very important sections. So you have the overgrowth and the undergrowth. When these fruits fall down to the ground, you know, in your garden, you just get a whole bunch of fruit dropping on the ground. Now, when you have animals like the manikou would go and eat these fruits from the ground and help you clear up that ground. So when it clears up the ground, it allows the undergrowth to grow up and allows a proper environmental cycle to continue.
And plus, remember, these animals help in seed dispersal and so on. So they would spread the growth of trees throughout our area and have it properly well balanced.
Yeah, and for fertilizing the plant. Yeah.
Which right now, we are now about to enter into the fire season, and that's going to cause some serious deforestation, and animals like these become even more important in helping us reforest the nation.
But then when you have bushfires, you destroy a lot of them as well.
Yeah, because their homes are in the ground and so on, and sometimes in the trees and grasses. So once everything is destroyed, well, there is no hope for repopulation, even for the animals and for the species as well.
And I saw a documentary recently, but not so recent, but they were saying that we have some unique savannas and terrain that it's not found anywhere else in the world, and we're destroying it.
Yeah. Well,
we're not doing any really kind of conservation or preservation of.
This is where public education is important, because we need the youths to realize that the wealth of resources that we have here for biodiversity are very unique. Our ecosystem is very unique again. We have beautiful rainforests here. We have very excellent swamps, and well, the Northern Range by itself is a nice unique ecosystem. Some parts even undiscovered as yet. So
And
who knows what else we could find.
And we're not tapping into it and appreciating it for what it is.
This is a resource that we need to go into and realize that, you know, ecotourism could flourish from this.
Of course.
It could.
We could because just even Israel, they do so much to bring in
and
the
they are
tourism.
nestled in the Northern Range and make the best of it.
Yeah.
So
And people come from all over the world to see it. So Trinis, let's be a little more conscious. Let me say this to we have something very unique here. And you all are a brand new group, 6 months old, trying to let the awareness that we have a unique, diverse, even anybody ever go away and come back and watch this little island?
Yeah. You know,
you feel like your heart beating
speaking of going away,
preserving it.
I always say this. You know, we like to travel a lot, go Disneyland, go to London, go to all the different parts of America, and wow at the amazement these different technologies that they have. But when you go over there and you meet a foreigner, you from Trinidad? You know, we have this waterfall, you have this animal, and sometimes you can't even answer it because you don't even know what wealth you have down here, but you want to travel.
I'll be honest with you, that's why I played mass. The first time I played mass, because I went away and encouraged somebody to come here to play mass, and I never did. And I said, how could I be exporting my country, and I've not done it?
Grow some more interest in your own country. It have so much different places to visit. There are lots of tour guiding groups, there are organizations that can help out. You could visit relevant agencies that would have information like certain like TDC and so on, Forestry Division, all these places you could get information. And carry your kids out. Kids need to see more of nature. And
they need to be aware to preserve it for the future. And that's what we're not doing.
Yeah. And well, social media, you can look at the effect it has on kids when they see pictures of nature and waterfalls and animals, strange animals. They are interested. So get them to take selfies by a waterfall instead of somewhere in a mall or something. That could probably work out.
Yeah, back to nature. So
back to nature.
We're going back to nature. It's Easter time. I think it's a good time for reflection and go back to the picnics and waterfalls, as you say.
Good. So, and as we go along to picnics now, all these things are, as we said downstream, you have to be responsible when you go out. Pick up your garbage. You know, we've been to this waterfall, Carmelita Falls, right in Grand Couva. It's beautiful, right? But it's riddled with garbage. Most of the times people go, they lime, they make river lime.
Monday I took my daughter to Palmies Park, and I was really disgusted by the state of the pond. And we did have a visitor the Cayman did come up just for us.
I-
Full surface.
Whoa.
And I think he caught a fish or something. Stayed up for quite a while. So, but when we went closer to look at him, he started to go back.
Yeah.
And he was observing us.
But I'm sure that experience was nice. It's something
Of
to.
course, and
witness.
the garbage in the pond, though. Please, people, pick up your garbage, walk with it, walk with a bag. I walk with a bag.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
picked up. I was actually tempted to walk around. I didn't have gloves, and I wasn't sure how long the garbage was there, but I was really tempted to start picking up all. But I had to go into the water because there's a lot of bottles, a lot of plastic bags in
Yeah.
there, and I think they recently stopped people from fishing in the pond.
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce some
Because
fish.
overfishing, you know, you study how to restart.
No, but
and
it's
so on.
filthy. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that you want to eat the fish from there because it's
Yeah.
really, really.
And it's a culture for Trinidad to have river limes, but you know, keep it clean. And especially when you're doing your picnics and you're camping and you have your fires, make sure
Keep
after
it.
you do your campfires that it's out, because these are some of the ways in which forest fires are started just by carelessness
Yes.
in leaving these
Yes,
things
leaving
lit.
it. Yes.
And then you know the ashes would spread to the bamboo patch, and then eventually
A
the
big
whole area
fire
would
that you
burn
can't
down.
contain.
And that's a problem that we're having right now, and actually every year with forest fires. And it's a tedious task, and I know a lot of effort is put into it to get it controlled.
But it's been a lot already. I mean, it's just
It started,
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
and everybody is actively trying to stop it. We have the forestry division active in that, and we have air support as well, trying to get the Bambi bucket to all these fires. And again, it's costly, right? And there's a lot of risk to going up to these areas and these types of elevation with that amount of wind velocity up there. Fires can start back in a one. So, you know, be mindful that we're in the fire season, and get your fire permits if you need to light your outdoor fires and so on
Yes.
from your local
It's
fire
dangerous
station.
for houses too, because I had
Yeah.
a friend had that house burned down.
And we have
from
some
the fire.
schools right on the vicinity of the foothills of the northern range there that
Yeah.
can be affected by smoke,
Exactly.
and sometimes, you know, you need to send home the kids because of that. So everybody's affected. And then the domino effect is we have siltation of rivers because we have no forest cover, grass cover, and then flooding, and then, well, you know what happens there.
Yes, correct. It is a domino effect for everything, and we're not
Yeah.
living consciously enough to preserve, to
Yeah.
make sure that we leave in something for the next generation. And y'all, it's very commendable that y'all started something. It's an NGO, y'all. They
Yeah.
are making no money from this,
No.
and their service is free.
Yeah.
So if you've seen a nice big caiman, don't be tempted to cook it or kill it.
Call us, yeah. We wouldn't mind. We go
And you
any
think people
parts of
started
the
eating caimans as well?
Yes,
It
actually.
is a game species, yes.
It is, or you're
Yeah.
allowed to kill it?
With a
You-
permit.
With a permit, of course.
And you were talking about that. There's certain things you're not supposed to kill.
Right.
No. There are very few game species.
Uh-huh.
I think there are about 9 game species off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the ones you're allowed to kill during the hunting season with
Yeah.
a permit from the forestry division. Other than that, animals are protected.
Yeah, but you only allowed three permits for these
Three
different
permits,
species, yeah. So you have like a goatee, the deer, the red brocket deer, which it is, the collared peccary, or the quenk, or the wild hog. There's the lap, the armadillo, or the tattoo, and then we have the caiman, the iguanas, all those.
You're allowed to eat iguana.
Yeah,
That's-
with a permit. as
Right
well.
now, I think that's the most hunted.
So the
Yeah.
monkeys, the snakes.
Absolutely not.
Protected.
Okay, but yet you hear people doing it.
Yeah, people hunt them for their skin, sometimes like the snake, or sometimes even for consumption. We've had cases where people have been charged for consuming snake, as of recently.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it happens, it happens. So it's good to know, especially for monkeys or primates. All our primates are protected, which is the white-fronted capuchin and the red howler. But you still see posts, sometimes people may eat that, like the anteater, the matapel, the tree-toed anteater. There was a
You're not
viral
supposed-
post with that too,
Yeah.
where they were eating that. And all those are protected species by law.
Yeah.
And the law is there to download on the internet. You know, you could go to your libraries and get this information. So you can't be ignorant to what the law is, the Conservation of Wildlife Act, which is something good to read and know about.
Yeah, we need to get, maybe you all have that posted on Facebook?
Yes,
We have it posted as
So the
well.
name of the group is the Wildlife and Environmental Protection of Trinidad and Tobago, and you all have a Facebook page.
yes, we do.
So please post that.
Yeah, you could like our
We
page.
do have it there already.
Yeah, and we always have ongoing educational snaps and tidbits and so on. So it's good to check up.
Well,
You
let's
can
take
learn
a
a lot.
break. I think we have another guest joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
additional.
a couple other guests join us. I'm not too excited, but it's a surprise. We'll be back in a minute. Take it a break.
Great.
So joining me on set is Gita. Taariq Ali and Kristian Rattansingh. So we have this little man here. What's his name?
Philbert.
Philbert Walligator. Hi, Walligator. So Philbert is being rehab, right?
Yes.
So welcome to the show, and you all got him. Tell us how you found him and what we're doing with him to get him back into his natural habitat.
Well, we found him in a drain. He was literally malnourished in a sense. He wasn't getting food, and he was dehydrated also.
Mm-hmm. How could you tell?
Well, you see his scales slightly whitish sometimes, and then his size for the age that they told us, they were seeing him for 5 years in that drain.
What?
Yeah, but they didn't
But
find
he
it
looks
up.
like a baby, right? Because caimans get up to how big?
Up to about 7 to 8 feet long.
And you doubted me that I saw one this big in the pond? Come on.
And
He
they
was
live
this
about
big.
40 years too as well.
And they live for 40 years. So
Yeah.
this one is only 5 years old. Oh, sorry, and he's eyeballing me. Stop it. Yeah. So he is only 5 years old, but he's
Approximately,
so
yes.
tiny. And so when his scales are white, you know they're dehydrated.
Not enough water.
Right. And so you all fed him.
Yep.
And how long before he goes back into his
Well, what we're looking at with him is the tail here. You can see it's very, very skinny. You could just feel like there's nothing, no flesh or meat there at all. Normally, this
okay.
is the fleshiest part of a caiman.
Is that the part that people eat?
Well, that's the part that people tend to go and chop off in a caiman and just leave the caiman there to die,
Oh my, yeah.
which happens a lot in the country, and we've been seeing it happening in sanctuaries.
Because the tail does not grow back like an iguana,
No.
right?
Once the tail's chopped off, it dies.
Okay. And so people do that and leave them to die.
Yeah, even in sanctuaries where the hunting is prohibited.
But you're allowed to hunt the caimans, really?
During the hunting season, you
Okay,
can't take
okay.
without a permit to hunt caiman.
So how many we have, you think, in the
Well, I wouldn't say that the population is under any threat, but if overhunting happens, then
It would be.
could be, yeah. But
Yeah.
caimans they're common around the country
yeah, because
because they could live in any aquatic environment.
they need water.
Hmm.
So how come he's surviving now?
Without water.
How long he could stay out of the pond?
Oh, they can stay out of water for some days,
Really? Okay.
but eventually it starts affecting them because they need the water to survive.
Okay.
Stay in the water, hunt in the water, and everything.
So then I was at risk being at the pond, and he could have walked out.
No, they're more afraid of you than you are of them.
Hello, look at he has teeth outside of his mouth.
Oh, he's a gentle guy.
Okay. So you see, he's really good. Let's see if we could get a little nice walligator.
You can feel how strong, like it's like armor on top here. You can go ahead and touch it.
He's crying.
No, that's water.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Solid.
It is. So what? When people chop off the tail, that's the fleshy part.
Yeah.
And so they leave them to just die.
Just die, yeah.
And so we need
Very
to,
cruel.
yeah, that is cruel because they'll suffer a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll be bleeding, and then the vultures will come. Probably start
If they
eating
can
them
come, because sometimes they just lay there in the middle of the water.
and get them before they even die. So it is a very cruel thing to do. So you all are part of the group since inception.
Yep.
So who else have you rescued apart from Molly?
Well, every week or so we get a call about some different type of rescue, be it snakes, caimans, anteaters,
Even dolphins.
dolphins as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they get to the shallow water, you'll go and put them back.
Yeah, that was how the case was.
Yeah.
But one of our most highlighted rescues was the silky anteater, and we actually happened to rescue 2 of those. Since
That's the
the group
little
was
round
formed.
ball ones?
Yeah, little pink furry anteater. Yeah.
Most people would commonly call them locally poamy ones.
Yeah, they're slow. They're very slow.
Mhm.
So what, they were in somebody's house?
Yeah.
Really?
They came into the yard and there was dogs around, so they got it. That was the first case. They got it into a little cage. We took it out. We carried it to a sanctuary. The other one, someone else got it into a box, then brought it to someone else who we were able to get it from.
So Kishan was saying, interestingly, that we are taking over their habitat. So they are like wandering around looking for somewhere to be, and that's what's going
migrate
wrong.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, with encroachment and habitat destruction, these animals will look for a place to stay, as
Correct.
that was always their habitat before.
Right. So now we are encroaching. We are the ones encroaching, and then we are the ones killing them. So we have to be a little more aware. So a little guy like this can't do too much damage.
He probably wouldn't do any damage because you need to really provoke him for him to attack you.
Okay. So my finger would not be attractive for him to eat. What would they
No,
eat?
they wouldn't go after a human as a food source.
Do they eat?
Well, anything that they can eat, anything that could fit in their mouth or they could overpower,
Yeah.
be it a fish, a small bird, rats, any little creature.
Oh, they would be able to handle a rat as well?
Yeah.
Roaches?
Probably when they're younger, they eat grasshoppers, so maybe they might eat a roach or two.
Okay, so they are helping us control the pest population. So please do not kill the caimans and get rid of them because we need them for our survival as well.
Caimans and drains tend to eat a lot of rats because that's what frequents the drains.
Does he blink?
He has a special eyelid where he can see underwater.
Right. Because I
I
noticed
don't
he's
know
not
if you
blinking.
can see. If I touch here,
Right, he blinks. Okay.
there's a kind of gray eyelid that allows them to see underwater.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it's like a little screen over his eye.
Yeah, like a screen protector for a phone.
Yeah. Very good. And he's not blinking at all here. So, what told me his name was again?
Philbert.
Philbert. So, Philbert, this is your first time on television, I'm sure. Or you had him on television before?
He was on television before.
Oh, so people have been seeing Philbert. Philbert is, you all have a mascot for your group?
No, we don't have a mascot really, but
As yet.
Philbert is going around a lot.
So if Philbert has been making the rounds and this is not his first television, Philbert, I think you're getting quite famous. So we need to be aware of what we're doing because, yeah, I do have some in my yard that I need, but I love my iguanas because they're very attractive. The baby ones look very cute and I did post a picture on Facebook and one of my Chilean friends asked me where we got him, if it was a ceramic display. So, a real green iguana.
Yeah.
So, they're not conscious of it. So, we need to be more aware and take care of our environment so that it can, in turn, take care of us. So, I want to say a special thank you to the Wildlife and Environmental Protection of Trinidad and Tobago. This group is brand new and they're doing really good service and keeping it patriotic and keeping it alive, just like Mid-Morning Live. We want to be here and let our grandchildren be here to enjoy Trinidad and Tobago. So that's the aim of that group, and I'm glad to see that other people coming on the show with the same kind of intentions that we have. So take a break. I'm back in a moment with our other guests.